Hey, it's good to have you here because today we're diving into something fascinating that's about to completely shift the way we think about mental health. Therapy in the metaverse. You know, despite all the awareness we've built around mental health, our generation still struggles immensely. Anxiety, loneliness, depression. These aren't just buzzwords, they're realities. They're our everyday struggles. But imagine stepping into a space, not a cold, clinical office or staring blankly at a Zoom call, but a space where therapy feels more like an adventure, an exploration, or even a journey through an alternate reality. That's what's being tested right now, with virtual reality sessions in the metaverse. And this isn't some distant future scenario, it's happening today. Why isn't the conventional method working perfectly for us? Because traditional methods often fail to recognize the complexity of our digital lives. Think about social media, our go-to for connection, validation, and belonging. Yet, paradoxically, it's leaving us more isolated and disconnected than ever. Our likes and follows are up, yet genuine connections are down. It's a paradox that's fueling our mental health crisis, the constant cycle of validation and isolation, connection, and loneliness. In virtual therapy within the metaverse, we're seeing a promising alternative. Here, you're not just talking about your anxiety, you're navigating it, visualizing it, confronting it directly in digital environments, crafted precisely to help you heal. Imagine walking through an immersive environment where you can safely experience and manage the triggers and traumas that haunt your daily life. Instead of just speaking about your fear of public speaking, you're stepping onto a virtual stage, feeling the digital audience's eyes on you, yet knowing you have total control. You're rewiring your brain, not just through conversation, but through action. This futuristic approach is backed by neuroscientific insights too. Our brains can rewire themselves through repeated experiences, something psychologists call neuroplasticity. And immersive virtual reality takes advantage of this like no other medium can. You're literally building new neural pathways by repeatedly experiencing and overcoming stressors in a safe, controlled environment. It's also about convenience and accessibility. Therapy anytime, anywhere. Stressed at 2 a.m., hop into a virtual session instantly. Feeling isolated or overwhelmed at school or work? Access professional guidance right away. This accessibility breaks down traditional barriers to mental health support, making help not just available, but also deeply engaging. This is only the beginning. The potential for virtual reality therapy sessions to revolutionize mental health support is immense, and it's our generation that's perfectly poised to leverage this innovation. But the metaverse isn't the only frontier we're exploring here. Speaking of social media, let's take a closer look at this powerful, yet problematic force. We spend countless hours scrolling, liking, sharing, seeking validation in digital forms of connection. But here's the catch. These virtual connections often leave us feeling emptier than before. Social media paints a highlight reel of life, creating unrealistic expectations and standards that are nearly impossible to meet. The pressure to appear perfect, successful, and constantly happy can be crushing, amplifying anxiety and depression. But what if we could flip this script? What if social media became a tool, not just for validation, but for genuine support and connection? There's an emerging movement of creators and mental health advocates using their platforms to share authentic stories, struggles, and successes. They're breaking down stigma, fostering community, and showing us that vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's our greatest strength. Experts agree that unconventional mental health fixes, like digital detoxes, online communities focused on authentic interactions, and embracing vulnerability online, can drastically improve our well-being. These approaches challenge traditional ideas about mental health care, offering more relatable and accessible pathways to healing. But here's the real question. Are you ready to take action? Here's an action dare for you. Take the next 24 hours completely off social media. Notice how your mood, your interactions, and your thoughts shift. Then come back with a fresh perspective and focus on fostering genuine connections. Remember, real change starts with small, deliberate actions. Dare to take this step and reclaim your mental health in the digital age.